Hello, welcome to episode 100 of the Productive Wellbeing Show and day 12 of our 12 Days of Christmas series. I can hardly believe I am saying these numbers. As you join me, say hi, let me know where you're joining from. If you're watching on the replay, let me know you're on the replay and also where you're joining from. This is just something that blows my mind, absolutely beyond belief. I started this show on the 16th of March 2020. And when the show started, I was sharing 8 ways to remain productive and sane working from home. And even when I say this out loud now, it's kind of crazy to think that this was the theme at the start of the year, just 8 ways to remain productive and sane working from home. And most of us have been working from home all year. So it's not that this sort of, it totally blows my mind. And this was just for a few people who had been asked to work from home due to something called COVID-19 that had shut down some offices. And literally today, we're finishing the show on the 16th of December with episode 100. This is absolutely crazy. It just blows my mind. And so for those of you, let me just check that we're coming up on LinkedIn. Amazing. So for those of you who have been with me on the show for the year that is 2020, let me just run through some stats with you also that are just crazy insane as well. So we have had 73 guests on the show. 5 of these guests have been international guests joining us from around the world. We've had 10 panel shows. That's 10 lots of groups of people coming onto the show and talking to us. And then we've also just finished, so this is day 12, we've just finished a 12 Days of Christmas series. So this adds up to 55 hours of conversation. 30,000 plus views on multiple social media streams, and it has been watched from America to Australia and everywhere in between, which is why I always ask you to let me know where you're joining in from. Yesterday, we had Australia in the house, we had Berlin, we had Amsterdam, we had the Netherlands, we had the UK. We have had people from all around the world joining in on this, and it's absolutely crazy. It blows my mind. And I can see you all coming on, which is so awesome. So today I'll be sharing 8 things that I have learned from 2020, but I also want to hear from you. So please leave your breakthroughs in the comments. If the breakthroughs, whatever they've been, work, life, whatever realizations you've had, leave them in the comments and I'll read out as many as I can. And if you're joining on the replay, please leave them in there too, because I will be coming back to this post to read them. Whatever social platform you're on, leave your comments and hit the like button as well so that we can get this post shared as much as possible, because I really truly feel like right now people need these messages more than ever. Like, this is just the year that has gone on and on and on and on, and there is nothing sort of wrong with us hearing the things that we need to hear. So the first lesson that I have had this year, and I have been having this lesson since I started my business. In fact, I'm going to share a quote with you, because this quote is in my first book, Time Management for Entrepreneurs, which is coming out with a revised edition early next year, and it's going to be Time Management for Entrepreneurs and Professionals. But so this quote is from a guy called Peter Navarro Zalange, can't pronounce his name, but the quote is, "To begin, begin." And I read this quote in an amazing book that I highly, highly recommend to people to read. It's called The War of Art. And this book is a brilliant book for anybody who is sort of struggling to move forward, struggling with procrastination, imposter syndrome, all those sorts of things that most of us hit on the journey. And I read this book when I was writing my book. So 7 years ago now, I read this book, and this quote just stood out to me: "To begin, begin." So when I started this show, nobody gave me permission. Nobody phoned me up and said, "Abigail, I think it would be great if you went online and every day you interviewed different people and you gave hope and you talked about things." Nobody said that. I decided this for myself. And so I would strongly recommend to any of you who have had realizations from 2020, like there's things that I want to do, I'm not loving my life, I'm not loving my relationship, I'm not loving my job, I'm not in love with my business anymore, just take a step and begin on whatever it is that you want to do. And the funny thing is that the path only appears when you take the step. And it's really quite annoying because it all happens at the 11th hour. So there is us wanting to know what's going to happen next. And this is a big secret in life. Nobody knows. No matter how confident they are, nobody knows what might happen next. So this has been my sort of number one lesson of 2020. And I've had it over and over again on so many different levels. Just begin. You won't get permission, so start today, whatever it is. The second lesson, now the guys who are in my 25-day reset program right now will have heard me say this one over and over again. Write it down, people. Mind your own beeswax. What I mean by this is this year has been crazy. Everyone's had an opinion about everything. Suddenly everybody is an expert about virology and the spreading of illness and what people should or shouldn't do. But when you mind your own beeswax, you can just focus on what it is that you came here to do, because none of us are experts on these things. None of us need to be experts on these things. And it's such a drain on your energy, on your emotion. So mind your own beeswax, focus on what it is that you are here to do, and everything will start to fall into place from that place. Third one, I've had a lot of people sort of asking me throughout the year, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Are you tired? You're doing too much. You might burn out. What's going on? Your purpose provides your energy. So as you go through life, whatever you're doing, you will find energy from your purpose. And the longer you do the purpose, the more you are using your natural energy rather than adrenaline, because adrenaline energy burns off. And it's no secret, Joe Wicks has sort of come out and talked about his burnouts in 2020. I mean, he did us all a huge service with his daily workouts. And it does burn out. So you have to find your own energy source. And this is something that we're going to massively go into in the 24 goal year next year, because finding your energy source means that you can just do things that other people can't do. And it's absolutely insane. And people will be looking at you saying, what are you doing? How were you able to do that? I don't understand. But you have found your energy source and it keeps you going. The fourth lesson that I have had over and over and over again this year, and have shared again on the shows and with my groups, and had it reinforced through conversations with the guests who have been on the show. Just to remind you, 73 guests on the show. Fly on faith. Fly on faith. That it's not, you're not going to have a roadmap. Nobody can tell you what to do. There is no perfect way to do it. But when you fly on your faith that it's just all going to work out, that a power greater than you has your back. Like, if you're not religious, call it whatever you want, God, spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, a power greater than us has our back and will support us on whatever it is that we want to do. So flying on faith is my number 4. My number 5, if you've been with me from sort of almost the start of the show, at the start of this year, we were talking about something called the 8-minute secret, or 8 for me, which is all around finding 8 minutes every single day for yourself, to do something for yourself every single day. So my number 5 is called protecting the asset. You are the asset. You are that person in your business, in your life, in your family, in the ecosystem who needs to be on your A game. But to be on your A game, you need to look after yourself first. We've heard this whole one about put the oxygen mask on first. Fill your own cup first. Pour from the saucer, not from the cup. Too many of us want to help, want everybody to feel well this year, to be well this year, and have been giving away our energy. But just coming back to this, your purpose provides your energy. When you learn how to tap into your own energy source, you are no longer giving away your energy. You've tapped into the universal energy, and that is unlimited energy, and it's available to all of us. It is incredible when you get to that place, and it is so possible. Because number 6, this one is the screensaver on my phone, is also a mantra that I say over and over again to the 25 goal, the 25-day reset group. Your success is inevitable. So whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life, in your business, in your career, it is inevitable. You will achieve it. If you can dream it, it is possible for you. And it's already happening at a tiny percentage every single day, because you're still investing in it, you're still believing in it, you're still moving forward. So, can't believe we're flying through these ones. Number 7. This is a huge one. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. You are so much more in tune than you realize, especially after a year like 2020, where we haven't been able to have the usual distractions. We haven't been too much in each other's energy fields, getting distracted with what is going on. So our energy, our intuition has become much more attuned. So I have been trusting mine much more, from what should I eat, to what should I drink, to what should I wear, to should I go for a walk right now or later? Should I phone that person? Should I reply to that email? And I'm using the word should, but I'm using the word should as a kind of question word rather than like, I should do this. So when I trust my intuition, it guides me like a radar, like I just follow the guidance. And I would say that trusting your intuition, and the more you trust your intuition, the more it speaks to you. And then the final one, number 8, be the creator. Be the creator of your own life. Be the creator of your own experience. There's always going to be somebody who will come along and will give you advice on what you should or shouldn't do, how you should or shouldn't do it. And then you will read media that is talking in a certain way, but you create your own reality. I've been reading journals and things that I've written where I've been taught how to write it as if it's actually happened. And when I've reread it, it is literally like it has happened, and it's crazy. And you are so powerful. You have the ability to write. I can't believe that last month a client phoned me up or a potential client phoned me up and wanted to work with me and was ready to pay before I'd even talked to them about what it is that I did. Or I opened up a magazine. Think of a magazine that you want to write for. I opened up a magazine and an article that I had written was in there and I was reading it. I do this with things like, so the 24 Goal Year program. I am saying to myself now, I can't believe we have got 25 people signed up for this program by the end of the year. And they are all excited and ready to go. And we have been able to change lives and impact people around the world. And the way I'm writing it is like I'm telling myself, but it's already done. I don't know if this makes sense, but the more you can visualize that it's already done, it just is done. So then the theme that I have had for this year, and I'm not sure if any of you are picking up on this theme, and it's definitely something that guests have been saying on the last few episodes of the show, is really around living with gratitude. So remembering, as I said, that we create our own reality and that we don't want to leave it for anybody else. We only want to be living someone else's reality if that's the reality that we want to step into more, if that makes sense. So if you're around people where it's doom and gloom, that's not a reality you want to be in. But if you can find people who are doing what it is that you want to do and talking about the things that you want to be doing, then that's the reality that you want to be hanging out in. And then another thing that has come up. If you didn't learn your lessons in 2020, you will get them again in 2021, and you will get them again in 2022, and you will get them again in 2023. And perhaps you have been able to see these similar patterns in your life where you've not learned lessons in the past, and they keep coming back over and over again, and they come back with the same energy but a different face, or a different experience, a different person. So you are always trying to be taught the lessons that you need in order to move forward, to live the life that it is that you want to be living, to have the reality. But if you're ignoring them, they are going to keep coming back. So I would strongly, strongly advise you not to blame this year, but to thank this year for the experiences that you have lived to tell the tale. And your life matters, because not everybody has come out of this year alive. Not to be dramatic, but people have lost lives as a result of this year, people that weren't due to lose their life. So if you are still here, you are here for a reason, and it is time to be grateful for the fact that you are still here. Because every single day that we wake up and we have another breath, it's another opportunity for us to enjoy the glory of the life that we actually have. And part of the reason why I see life in a totally different way is from my wake-up call 8 years ago on my work business trip. And if you've been following me on the show, you will have heard me tell the story. Otherwise, you can find the story on my YouTube channel. But life is a gift and time is precious. So whatever we have more than we will ever realize. So don't blame 2020. It's happened. What experiences have we learned from this year, and what are we taking forward as a result of learning those experiences? So those are my 8 big wake-ups, big lessons from 2020, and I am so excited and grateful to have been able to share them with you. And I'm also really, really grateful to the guests who have come on the show this year. So let me have a look in the comments about what you guys have been saying you are grateful for this year, because I've now shared mine. So if you want to share yours, I'll read them out. And if you're watching on the replay, as I said, please leave them in the replay. Thank you guys for all your comments about the milestone. I really can't believe it's 100. It was just literally one step in front of another, but that's the proof of how it's done. It's not fancy, it's not a trumpet, it's not a fanfare, it's not a red carpet. It literally just is. This is life every single day. The decisions we make, the actions we take, day in, day out, the sets and the reps. So I am seeing an amazing comment here from one of our guests on the show, Chris Payton. He said he's got a lot to thank this year for. It gave me and my business a reality check that was desperately needed. We are in a much stronger position now than if we had otherwise just drifted along as usual. And this is the thing, like, we can just drift along as usual, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like anything. So now I bet being in your business feels exciting and you actually enjoy it, rather than it just being something that you're kind of proud of and it pays the bills. But I want to share this one from Jennifer Corcoran, because she's been an amazing guest on the show also, and she has manifested some fantastic things this year. So she's applied for awards and she's visualized herself winning them, and she's manifested them. So not only did she win one award this month, but she also won 2 awards this month. And she's manifested her husband with the qualities that she wanted from a partner. Wow. And he appeared a few weeks later. Fantastic. And she looks at the Secret app daily for affirmations. If you're new to the manifesting journey, The Secret is a great place to start. And we will be talking more manifestation next year, because it is just powerful. And I can't wait to share with you some of the things that I've manifested that I've never really talked about, because I felt a little bit of an imposter with some of them. But I've manifested winning awards, but these awards were attached to them were huge financial sums. So I'm going to tell you that story. And for the guys who are in the group who signed up for the 25 goal year to work with me this year, you're known as my OGs. And I'm going to explain to you what this OG has to do with this story of me winning this award. And it is going to blow your mind. We've got an amazing comment here from Helen Monument. So grateful for having met such amazing and supportive people on the 25-day reset program. I couldn't have done it without them. And that's the point of a program. And that's why we did it as a group program. There's power in a community. And in a year when we don't necessarily have the same community that we have, it is so powerful to be around other people. Let's see this one. Oh, Maria, it's been fabulous having Maria in the group from Spain. Thanks for your amazing 25-day reset program. This has helped so many people to improve their lives. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You guys have been absolutely amazing. And today, the 24 goal year is opening. And in the 24 goal year, we're basically going to do the 25 days every month for the year. So it's 24 goals you are going to have achieved by the end of the year, which often just seems so unachievable when we look at our resolutions for the new year and everything that we have to get done, because there's just so much. But breaking it down into 2 per month, the guys in the program will tell you, has enabled them to just really focus in on 2 things that they want to achieve. And some months, one of the goals has been health related, one of the goals has been business or work related. It's not that every month it's all work. And this is the point, is we're doing this for you, for your life, for me, for my life. We're not here to work until we die. We're here to work out how to get what we need to get done, enjoy it while we're doing it, and then enjoy the rest. Which is where I want to tell you a little bit about the 5 things that the program's built on, and it's going to start to make sense if you've been in trainings or you've watched some of the shows or you've had conversations with me over the last few years. So the first thing is, it's the foundation of the reset method that we've talked about, which is where we reset. So we review where we are at right now. We evaluate what that means. Are we happy with that life? Are we not happy with that life? If we want things to change, we create a strategy. Then we have to execute that strategy. There are so many people walking around with amazing plans that they haven't done anything with. It's like keeping the money in your pocket, but not spending it on the food. And you're standing there starving, but you have the money in your pocket. And then the final letter of that method is the T, which is the tracking. What we don't keep a track of, we can't change, we can't edit, we can't improve. So that is the foundation of the program, the reset method. We are also bringing into it next year the 888 formula. We are really going to take this 888 formula implementation to another level so that it becomes all of our lives. It becomes how we're living our lives, and we are going to be learning how to create our own formulas in all of this. The 8-minute secret, this protecting the asset, is also going to be included in the program. So we are literally going to look at how we can create this work-life balance that everybody wants. And it seems unachievable, but it isn't. And the guys who have been doing the program this year will tell you that they have been looking at ways to create the balance that they want. You will then also, the 4th thing we're going to look at is how to build your success toolbox. And what I mean by that is tools and techniques that I do on a daily basis, guests who I've brought on. So we're going to look at tapping. We're going to look even more deeply into the mindset work. We're going to talk more about the brain, which obviously I love, and literally work out how you guys can access that next level of your fuel. And then finally, the 5th thing is you've got the group accountability. And as the group gets bigger, it's not that it's less familiar and more scary. It is literally that you are finding more people to hang out with and to do this with and to have that community, because who knows what's going to happen in 2021. But if you sign up for the 12 months, so for the full year, you are going to get access to a bonus 60-minute masterclass that I'll be running on the 30th of December. And this will be at 2:00 in the afternoon. And we're going to look at future visions, vision boards, goal setting, daring to dream. So this is a real kind of dreamy, imagining, sort of right-brained workshop. And it's really, really, like, the irony is not lost on me that this is that middle week after Christmas and New Year, when usually we'd be out going to see friends and family and catching up with things. But literally, who knows what is going to happen? So it's the perfect time for you to focus on yourself, focus on your future, focus on your life, focus on who you are bringing into your 2021 and your relationships. I have decided this morning that the first 20 people who sign up for the program, so even if you choose the pay monthly option, the first 20 people will get access to that masterclass as well. So if you sign up for the 12 months, you will get access to it immediately. If you are one of the first 20 people to sign up for the pay monthly option, you will get access to it as well. And I just want to say at this point, for those people who are wondering, the pay monthly option is cancellation on email. So if you sign up and things in your life change, you can cancel. It's not like we're locking the doors and locking you in and you can't leave. The other thing I want to say is the doors won't open again until March for a start in April. So basically, if you sign up now, you're locked in sort of for the first quarter of 2021, unless you sign up for the whole year, obviously. So that will be January, February, March. You can come and go if you want to, but you won't be able to get back in again. And we're doing this because what we've learned is that the first month is like setting up, getting used to it. The second month is really getting into the stride of it. And the third month is where the magic starts to happen. And this has all come from testing over the last 6 months of this year. This program's been 18 months in the making, by the way. I've wanted to do this for ages, and now is the time for it. What other things do I need to say to you? All of the shows are available on replay on my YouTube channel. If you search Abigail Barnes on YouTube, you will find my channel, subscribe to it, and you will get access to all of the shows from this year. So I'm getting messages from people saying, I've been so busy this year, I haven't been able to see it, or maybe they've missed the 12 days of Christmas. You can catch up on everything on replay. The other thing I want to say is to just give you a little sneak peek and preview of what we're going to be doing in the program next year. I have recognized that there's certain books in my journey that have really changed my life. So having read, I don't know, maybe 500 books in the last 8 years, 500, 1,000 books, I lose count. There's certain books that are pivotal books. And this year we've talked about some of the pivotal books. Next year, this is going to be the pivotal book for the program. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And we are going to go through this book with a fine-tooth comb in the 24 goal year program. And we are literally going to integrate it into our conversations, into our training, because this book is a game changer. Just like Essentialism that was at the start of this year is a game changer, this book is a game changer. So I'm going to build the books into the program to help you. And I know some of you are already reading this book, which is awesome. If you're not, then add it to your Christmas list. And we will also be picking some people to just like randomly send you a copy of the book. So even if you already have it, you can gift it to somebody else, because education is a gift. What else did I want to say? Oh, for those of you who are desperate to find out who were the winners of the prizes for the 12 days of Christmas, we are going to be announcing them this weekend in my free Facebook group, the 888 community. So it's not too late to shout out your friends that you want to win, and all the details for that are on the website. So if you use this link here and go to the website, you will be able to find out more about how you can shout out your friends to win a massive box of sweets, or a bottle of the naughty sparkling wine that we were drinking the other day, or I was drinking, and a gift pack of the Sea Arch and some tonics as well. So super exciting gifts that you can give away to people and just sort of bring some joy to life. So these are really the things that I wanted to share with you today. And I would be so excited to see you join the program. So if this is something you would be interested in, then literally it's open, and it's open now until we start on the 4th of January. But if you're signing up now, as I said, there are going to be extra things and bonuses all coming. So you don't want to wait till the last minute. You want to sign up today. So here's the link that you need. It's on the website, Success by Design Training /24 goal year. Join today. So let me also add that into the comments. So if you're on Facebook, that will be there. If you're watching on YouTube, that will also be there. Thank you so much for tuning in over the last few weeks, few months this year, and joining me on this crazy year, on this crazy journey. I can see comments about lockdowns and things, and I do really sympathize and empathize with everybody. It's not what anybody expected, and it's definitely not what anybody wants, but we create our own reality. So let's really end 2020 strong. Let's focus on what we can control, and let's remember the mantras: stay safe, stay well, be kind to yourself and others. And here's another one that I'm adding. Remember this: this too shall pass. This too shall pass. It's not the reality that we're currently living isn't going to be like this forever. So focus on what you can control. Thank you so much for everything. Your comments are literally blowing me away. You guys are so amazing. It has been a pleasure and an honor to spend the last 55 hours or if not more, if you've been in the programs, we've spent a lot more time together this year. And stay well. I'll see you in the 24 goal year, and watch out for what's happening to the Productive Wellbeing Show in 2021 as well, because exciting things are coming. So stay safe, stay well, be kind to others, be kind to yourself, keep washing your hands, wearing your mask, and I will see you very soon, and hopefully soon in person as well as online. Take care.